Welcome back. The USS Ronald Reagan is right off the Santa Barbara water. If you take a peek outside, you'll be hard-pressed to miss the ship in our waters. Let's turn over to News Channel 3 reporter John Palminteri, who is live on the ship right now. Hi, John.
And we're on the flight deck of the USS Ronald Reagan, and right behind me is an SH-60 helicopter that is sitting up here. Now, the aircraft's not on the USS Ronald Reagan on this particular trip, but they are certainly here in the Santa Barbara waters right off of Stearns Wharf, and it's an exciting time for the residents who have come out. We talked to so many people at the end of Stearns Wharf who are looking at the massive ship here, and some are very fortunate to be able to come out. So joining us now is Ensign Joe Pfaff. He's with the Public Information Office here. And tell me about this trip and what you, for the select few that are getting on board, what are you showing people that come on to the USS Ronald Reagan?
Well, after they get on board, they get to experience a static display from our weapons department, our damage control, which is basically our firefighting. They also get to see a display of one of the jet engines, and then we get a chance to bring them up here onto the flight deck, where they get to see our crash and salvage display.
Yeah, there's a lot of oohing and awing from everybody that comes on board, I am sure.
Oh, yes, definitely. There wasn't a displeased person who came on board today.
Now, did they get to go all the way up to some of the control areas of this massive aircraft carrier?
No. Only the hangar bay and the flight deck. But once they get up here on the flight deck, they can walk around wherever they want, take as many photos. We just love showing off all the wonderful things that we can do here on the Ronald Reagan.
Over your left shoulder, there is one jet here, but I know this one's for training. Tell me about this one here. This is a F-18 shape, as you tell me.
Yes, that's correct. So over here we have an F-18 shape, which is basically an old F-18 where we've removed the engines and most of the components inside. And what they use this for is their crash and salvage training. So next to the F-18, you can see that we have her hooked up toward artillery. Yep. And this is to showcase one of the display in case there was ever a fire or a mishap up here on the flight deck. Yeah. So this is how they would hook up to one of the planes.
All right, very good. Well, on behalf of everybody in Santa Barbara, I want to thank you guys for coming out. We've met some of the crew coming on board. They are just spectacular in how they operate this great ship, the USS Ronald Reagan, and enjoy your time in Santa Barbara.
Thank you very much. And I also wanted to say on behalf of the Ronald Reagan, we thank you for having us. It's been a wonderful time so far.
And for folks that don't know, the Santa Barbara Navy League years ago when you were commissioned adopted this ship and has provided a lot of gifts and supplies and had a lot of favorable things from Santa Barbara, and they're on board the USS Ronald Reagan this evening. Reporting live from the flight deck of the USS Ronald Reagan this evening right off the coast of Santa Barbara, I'm John Palminteri, News Channel 3.
All right, John, what a great view. Up next, we'll